but always with clear eyes on the future. This is our stake in the ground. We are DC, and together we are leading the way.
OCAA volleyball doubleheader with the women's playing the first half and the men's playing the Canadore Panthers and your Durham Lords. We'd like to extend a welcome again to the Durham Attack 16U, the Durham Attack 13U, as well as the RBC Crusaders. We now ask you to please rise some cables and remove your hats as we welcome back Debbie Birdsong from the studio to sing our national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of our command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free, from far and wide. We stand Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the starting line for the beginning, Conrad Panthers. Number 2, Alan Bryan. Number 5, Conrad Sile. Number 6, Peter Ostrowski-Adams. Number 11, Carter Hall. Number 16, Tristan Grunlein. Number 17, Sean Malberg. And number General Ethan Israelson. The head coach of the Panthers is Mark Hopper. All right, fans, it's time to hear your Durham Lawrence starting lineup. Make some noise. Number 1, Tyler Chad. Number 2, William Deacon. Number 3, Oliver Blunt. Number 10, Corey Barron. Number 11, Trent Engel. Number 13, Kyle Travis. And your 2 liberos, Ben Rochelle. And number 19, Jacob Simpson. The head coach of the Canadore is Dwayne Cochran.
Hello and welcome back to the Campus Recreational Wellness Center. I'm John Townsend. Tonight's matchup is going to be against the Durham Lords and Canadore Panthers for the second matchup of the day. First one with the women's team winning 3-0. And Lords, the men's team, though, wanted to have a bit of retribution from their last game where they lost against Centennial in 4 sets. So looking to get back on a winning track tonight against the Canadore Panthers. Starting things off, serving is going to be number 13, Kyle Travis. Be a big block in the net by the Lords. Tries to go over the second block, can't get it good to go. As we first points of the game for the Panthers, scored by Sean Malherb. Number 17 from Cochrane, Ontario, first-year player. And he's also going to be serving. Good little push shot there from the middle, Owen Lunn. Another good block there from Lunn. Nice tip from Jagan and Lunn. Sends it out wide. Can't quite get the kill. But Panthers get the point in the end. They're trying to set it up for Peter Ostransky. the leader in kills per set, as well as kills total for the season. Coming into this game, he has 76 of them. Still serving is Sean Malherbe. Travis sets up for Jagan, and Jagan's going to be a couple steps over the line, awarding the point to Canadore Panthers with a quick 3-0 lead. And this Canadore team is very much based in size. They have a player on the bench right now, number 15, Halen Ettles, who is 7 feet tall, but going down the size of this team, they have 2 6'7" players, a couple 6'6", 6'5". That's be another point for Canadore, 4-0. But if you compare that to the Lords men's team, they have 2 6'7" players, and after that, the next tallest is 6'5", and then a handful of 6'4". So it's going to be a little difficult tonight for these Lords hitters to really get going. As one of the 6'7" players, Piet Kuipers, that's going to be a miscommunication there. Looks like Owen Lund didn't think that was going to him, and that's going to be an early timeout taken by Dwayne Cochran. But as I was saying, the star player, Piet Kuipers, is still there with an ankle injury. It appears that he might not be back until the new year, as the Lords only have one more match until 2025, next week on the 27th at George Brown. But with Kuipers out of the lineup, this is a player who is leading the Lords in kills this season. He has 85, and he's been out for 2 games. And the runner-up in kills so far is Tyler Jagan. Well, excuse me, it's Trent Engel with 55, and then Tyler Jagan comes in at 3rd place with 49. However, they've also had 2 more games to accumulate the stats, and it's just been a mountain to climb for this Lords team, trying to replace a player of such value that Piet Kuipers is. Still provides, though, an opportunity for young guys like Corey Ferran to get a start in place of Kuipers. First-year player from Thunder Bay, Ontario, who's had ups and downs in the past couple games, but overall shows a lot of promise. But we get back underway. Could be a strong serve to start things off from Malherbe. Jagan's popped up. Travis Lund, terrific diving stop there from Israel Stam. And then a great block as well from London Jagan to get the Lords the first point of the game. And now Jagan's going to be back serving. A good hard serve from Jagan. Sets it up. Good return. And that's going to be well-placed kill from William Egan, finding the spot in the backcourt that's open. Score now is 5-2, as Canadore still leads. You're going to see a lot of sets to Peter Ostransky-Isles. He is the leader in kills. That's to be a miss-serve point for Canadore. But Peter Ostransky-Isles is the leader in kills for this Canadore Panthers side with 76 on the season. 4th-year player from Toronto, Ontario. He's very deadly in this lineup, and you can imagine a lot of the service is going to be going his way from his team. There's a good attempt from Owen Lund, but can't get it after tough at the net presence there from Canadore. Still serving is going to be number 11, Carter Hummel, 3rd-year player from North Bay, Ontario. There's the up from Engel. And puts it down, gets the kill. Good job from Egan. And going back to serve now for the Lords. This could be number 3, Owen Lund. The score is 3-7. Canadore leads. Sets it up. And terrific dig momentarily by Tyler Jagan. But in the end, Points go to Canadore Panthers with the kill from Khalid Bryan, or Khalid Bryan. And Peter Ostransky-Isles is going to be serving, and that's a good save from Egan. Egan goes up again, but blocked yet again from Bryant, as well as Godmere. But Bryan has just an absolutely enormous wingspan. He's only 6'5", which would not even put him in, I believe, the top 5 tallest players on his team. But his wingspan is something else. And that's going to be a serving ace for Ostransky. Extends the lead to 7. The Lords seem to be in trouble early here. Egan gets it up. Egan again. Tries to put it out wide, and he does. Missed time there from Sean Malherbe. Point goes to the Lords. And now serving is going to be number 10, Corey Ferrand. It's going to be a good hard service for Corey. And a good hard kill for Khalid Bryan. Bryan's just been all over the shop today, wrecking havoc for these Lords players. And now serving for the Panthers is going to be number 5, Conrad Seidlek. Travis sets it up for the big kill from Trent Engel. These quick offensive possessions is what the Lords need. They need to make sure that they get outside hitters ready with service before Canadore is able to set up their wall of men, and that's not what the Lords need. Serves it right into the nets, a little bit too low for Egan. So goes back the other way. Now, Caleb Bryan. Fran, Travis, outside to Jagan. Controlled well. Terrific dig there, and great finish from Engel. But it all started with libero Ben Rushalou with the dig there. Saves a point for the Lords. Gets some point in the process, and now serving is going to be number 11, Trent Engel. Little pop shot. As this violation on the Lords could be awarded to Canadore. Now serving is going to be number 16, Tristan Godmere. Godmere is sort of a utility player, is listed both a libero as well as a goes right into the net. Sorry, he's listed as both a libero as well as a setter. The point goes for Lords, and now back serving is going to be number 13, Kyle Travis. Good serve from Kyle, and a good finish from Tyler Jagan. Absolutely served up on a platter for him to finish. Scores now 8-13. There's the up. Almost a mirror play. This time with Owen Lund on the finish there. Getting a little bit of deja vu from that. That's going to be mishit. They're going to have to return it, and they can't quite get it. It looks like Kyle Travis is on a bit of a roll here, and that's going to be a timeout now called by Canadore. Canadore came into this game on an absolute tear against the Lords, forcing them to call a very early timeout themselves. However, since Travis has been serving, Lords have got 3 straight points and cut the lead down to 3, and all of a sudden are back in this game. It's going to be a very tight contest, I'm thinking, the whole way through, but with this Lords team, they're going to need to find ways to get past the wall of men that this Canadore team can set up at the net. As I've already mentioned, their size. Having guys like Halen Nettles at 7 feet tall, Caden Dion at 6'7", Sean Malherbe 6'7", Caleb Bryan 6'5", but also Bryan has a ton of wingspan, so maybe he's listed at 6'5". That's a lot bigger than that, though. Brady Hodgins 6'6", Grayson Whiteway 6'5", Carter Hummel 6'5". There's just so much size with this Canadore lineup, where they can set up blockers anywhere. So the Lords are going to need to find ways to even attack on the second hit instead of waiting for the third, just to catch them off guard before they can set up blockers. That's going to be another point here for Kyle Travis, if the timeout doesn't ice him. And still serving for the Lords is Kyle Travis. As that one's going to be flying out of bounds. All the good things come to an end. That's going to be a point for Canadore. And serving for Canadore now is going to be number 17, Sean Malherbe. Owen Lund with the finish. Can't quite get it. Good tip over there. Great blocking in the net from Canadore. Another great block, but it goes the Lord's way. And could have a substitution here, as Sean Malherbe is coming out of the game, and coming in is going to be, excuse me, I actually don't have this player's number on my sheet. There is not a number 4 listed on the Canadore roster that I have. And that's going to be a quick kill for Canadore. Good spike from Nathan Baker, 4th-year player from Clarenville. And now serving, it's going to be number 11, Carter Hummel. Travis, that's up for Lund, but big block there from Bryan. Goes the Lord's way. Score is 13-15, with now number 3, Owen Lund, now serving. Big finish from Bryan, but goes out of bounds. Seems like he got a little bit too far ahead of himself with just how high he jumped up. Got a little too excited with just putting as much power behind the ball. Kind of forgot about the placement of it. Point for the Lords. Sets it up outside. For a kill there from Peter Ostransky-Isles. I feel like you could be hearing that name said quite a lot tonight, as he's going to be going back to serve right now. Bit of a miss set there from Travis. Egan's able to put it over. Ostransky from the back court. Good dig from Jagan. Here's Egan. Another, goes all over the place. Egan with a fantastic kill. But goes off of a Panther, flies all the way to the back court as all Lords players fear to be landing in bounds, but lands just out of bounds. Point for the Lords. And now back serving, number 10, Corey Ferrand. Good up there from Rocheleau. And a great block at the net from Kyle Travis and Trent Engel. As Corey Ferrand's back serving again. And it's a tie game, 16-16. And a substitution as well, as number 5, Command Siedlek, is checked into the game. And Nathan Baker is checked out of the game. Sets it up, Bryant, and now it's a big kill for the middle. Bryant, second-year player from Toronto. And another substitution as coming to the game is Sean Malherbe yet again. And coming out of it was the mysterious number 4. Be a good serve there from Conrad Siedlek. But an even better kill there from William Egan. Egan's had a good game thus far. He's going to be going back to serve now. Another substitution as Egan is not going back to serve. He is going to be coming out of the game, and coming in is going to be number 6, Ravi Hunter. Libero from Brandon, Manitoba. Be set up out wide for a big kill there from Sean Malherbe. A little bit too hard for Ravi Hunter to handle. And now serving is going to be number 2, Khalid Bryan. Here's Corey Ferrand, and that's going to be too much power. Goes out of bounds. Point for Canadore. Missed timing on the swing there from Trent Engel. As Canadore get the point as they lead 20-17. That's going to be a serving ace there for Khalid Bryan. That's going to be now a timeout from Dwayne Cochran. That last serve from Bryan, I can imagine probably just a miscommunication between the Lords, as the serve did not come in with much power, but it just kind of died right in front of the Lords' defense. The Lords have done a good job to storm back in this game and tie things up. But it was a good timeout for Dwayne Cochran, his last timeout of the set. As the Lords haven't given up 4 straight. Now the score being 21-17. Really can't afford to let this momentum continue. Back out of the timeout. Khalid Bryan still serving for Canadore. Good set from Rocheleau. A wide to Jagan with a big kill from Jagan. Tyler Jagan's really been one of the weapons of this Lord's attack this season. 4th-year player from Calgary, Alberta. He just has an absolute cannon of an arm. They really need players like him to step up with Kuipers out of the lineup. Great blocking effort by the Lords. He's able to get it back. Good attempt there from Ferran for a kill. Great up them from Ravi. There's Jagan. And that's going to be too much power as it goes out of bounds. Point for Canadore. And now going back to serve is number 16, Tristan Godmere. Fourth-year player from Ottawa, Ontario. Lord's struggling to keep it alive, but just managed to. Great block with an F from Jagan. However, the referee rules it in favor of Canadore. I'm not certain of what the call would have been. It didn't appear that Jagan or Lund touched the net, or either of them went underneath the net. But either way, point goes to Canadore, and they are 2 points away from winning this first set. As they got the luck of the net that just trickles over for the serving ace. And Tristan Godmere has the opportunity to close this set out in Canadore's favor. Good up there from Ferran. Out wide, Jagan, and puts it down. Great kill there from Tyler Jagan. And now serving for the Lords is number 13, Kyle Travis. Sent out wide for the kill, for the set from Charles Malherbe. And that's going to close out this first set in favor of the Canadore Panthers. They strike first here. We'll be right back here in 3 minutes for the start of the second set. And welcome back to this second set. Canadore Panthers closed the first set on the Durham Lords. It was a little topsy-turvy that first set as Canadore got out to a very quick lead for Lords closed the gap. Tied it at, I believe, 16 apiece. But then Canadore gone on a run and led by 4 until the end, as they are not going to get the first point. That is a fantastic defensive effort by the Lords. However, it is absolutely finished there from Peter Ostransky, their leader in terms of kills this season. Now, still serving is going to be number 17, Sean Malherb. Good up there from Corey Ferran, but it's played back to him right off the top of, I believe it was Peter Ostransky's hand, or head. Goes out of bounds, point for the Lords. And here's going to be Tyler Jagan now serving. Good serve from Jagan. Corey Ferran's almost able to get that point directly, but he does get it as it's hit out of bounds. Point for the Lords. Good heads-up play from Corey Ferran, seeing the defensive coverage, realizing he just popped that down and gets the point for the Lords. And that's going to be another point for the Lords. That kill is sent directly into their net. Lords now lead 3-1. As that serve's going to come up just short from Tyler Jagan. Point to Canadore. Now with number 11, Carter Hummel, now serving. Travis sets to Egan as they are not able to get that dig. Fantastic diving effort there from Conrad Siedlech. But just a millisecond too late to get that up. Lords get the point. And now serving is going to be number 16, Will Doucette. Set out wide, Peter. And that's going to be a violation of the Lords. Condors get the point. And Doucette is going to be checking back into the game for the libero, Ben Rushalou. And back serving now is Peter Ostransky Isles. Here's Travis. Corey Ferran can't quite get the angle correct. He was trying to go across the court, but just put it a little bit too far on his side. Point goes to the Panthers. And Ostransky is back serving. Here's Travis. Egan can't quite get it. As that's going to be sent out of bounds. Point for the Lords. Now serving for the Lords is number 10, Corey Ferrand. As that's going to be a couple of millimeters out of bounds. Point goes to the Panthers. And now number 5, Conrad Siedlech, is now serving. Travis sets it up for Egan. And Egan gets the kill. As he's going to go back and serve now to go back and forth here in the second set. There's Brian with the kill. Good dig there from Egan. Here's Jagan with the kill. It's saved there by the libero. And Fran just has to pop it over. Brian. Now here's Brian again. Good kill, good save there from Rushaloo. Jagan. Lords managed to pop it up momentarily, but can't save it in the end. So it goes the Panthers' way. And now going back to serve is Caleb Bryan. Tyler Jagan can't get the kill. Neither can Peter. And here's Jagan again. Good up by the Panthers. And a big kill there for Sean Malherbe. It's a lapse in the Lord's defensive coverage as nobody was covering the back corner. And still serving. Khalid Bryan. A big kill attempt, but just out of bounds. Point goes to the Panthers. Rushaloo with the dig there. Big kill attempt there from Egan, but there was a big block at the net. Still remains Panthers serve. They lead 9-6. Travis with the pop over. It's caught out by the Panthers, and that's sent well out of bounds. Point goes back to the Lords. They cut out the damage. Score is now 9-7. Panthers lead. With Trent Engel, number 11, now serving. First-year player from Ajax, Ontario. Nice heads-up play there from Tristan Godmere. Switching things up, not going for the third hit kill. Just popping it over himself. Nice to be going back to serve. Also had a substitution as Trent Engel has checked out of the game for Will Doucette as Godmere's serve goes right into the net. Point for the Lords. And a big kill there from Peter Ostransky-Isles. Also, looking at the bench, because as before, there's a player out there with the number 4 jersey that I've not been able to figure out who it is. I do see that there is a number 4 libero jersey on the bench as well. And the only other libero on the roster as Doucette's kill goes into the net, point for the Panthers. But the only other libero on the roster is Gianpaolo Giovaniello, who's number 14. And I have not seen a number 14 player on the Canadore Panthers bench or starting lineup anywhere. So I'm assuming that Gianpaolo Gianiello is the mysterious number 4 player as Canadore picks up another point here. As referee just has a quick stoppage here. Or just wants to correct the stand. Now serving for the Canadore Panthers is number 17, Sean Malherbe. Will do set. Can't quite get the finish. Neither can Peter. They just have to pop it over. They do so. Here's Ferrand. Can't get it. Peter, no. Good dig here from the Panthers. And that's going to be hit out of bounds. Excuse me, never mind. I'm not certain about that call whatsoever. The referee has a better angle of it than I do, but for me that looked fairly out of bounds. As the Lords might not be too happy about that call, but nevertheless, the score is 8-14. Make that 8-15. Big kill attempt from Ferrand. So he gets the points for the Lords to snap the streak. Going back to serve now is Tyler Jagan. That's going to be another point here for the Panthers. Some more discussion about the last call. Lord's starting to get a little frustrated here. Sets back up Brian, who gets the kill in the end. Just over the reaching arms of Jaden Benjamin. And that's going to be the first timeout of the set by the Durham Lords as they are trailing 17-9.
Fans, we'd like to congratulate our Durham College athletes for Athletes of the Week presented by Subway, always fresh. The following athletes, Brooke Young of the women's volleyball team, as well as Caleb Gardner on the men's basketball team. Congratulations.
Both teams are exiting under timeouts. Lords wanting to regroup and refocus. And refine their drive as this set has not been going the way they would like it to be and the way they're used to sets going for this team. Benjamin sets it up as that's going to be hit. Not the best place for Egan to go for it as he goes into the net. And a couple substitutions here as Benjamin's checking out of the game and coming in for Travis, as well as Jack Stanley is coming into the game for William Egan. So now the Lord's lineup is Ferrand, Travis, Doucette, Jagan, Stanley, and Jacob Simpson. As that team's doing the trick, as the Lords get the point. Brings this game 18-10 with the Panthers leading. And now Will Doucette is serving for the Lords. Sets it up out wide, Peter. But great heads-up play there from Brian, who's just been torching this Lords team today. He's having a phenomenal game. And now Peter Ostransky-Ailes serving for the Panthers. Carl Travis, nice little quick setup there for Trent Engel with the kill. And now serving is going to be number 10, Corey Ferrand. There's Brian, but there's a big block there from Engel, who sends that back as Brian has finally met his match. Still serving for Lords is number 10, Corey Ferrand. Sets up and put down there by number 5, Conrad Seidlich. And could have another substitution as Corey Ferrand's coming out of the game. Coming in is Jonas Felix, second-year player from Woodbridge, Ontario. Here's a serve from Conrad Seidlich. Travis sets it out wide for Jack Stanley, who gets it good to go. It's a little bit too much for Sean Malherbe to handle. And Stanley's going to go back and serve himself. Score is 13-20. Just tips over the net. They try to play quick. And goes a little bit wild there. Lords get the point. And a timeout's going to be called by Canadore. Surely this is just a cooler timeout to get them settled, as they're very much so in the driving seat of this set, leading by 6 points, 20-14. And coming back out of this timeout, these Lords are going to, in a sense, continue the momentum it's been going the last 4 plays, I'd say. But they're very much needing to stop the damage going the other way. The score is 20-14. Sets it out wide. as that kill from Malherbe was just too much power for the Lords to handle. As Canadore gets the points, now leading 21-14 with Khalid Bryant now serving. Good dive there from Simpson, and putting the hammer down is Tyler Jagan. Great kill from him. But it's interesting looking at Bryant's serving as he's checking out of the game. But looking at Bryant's serving, for someone who has great leaping ability at the net and puts a ton of power down for kills, he really does not jump very high for his serves. And he also doesn't appear to put a ton of power behind it, because Lord knows we've seen this game, he can have a ton of power on those kills. Speaking of power, that's a great kill there from Sean Malherbe. Brings the score to 22-15. And now serving is going to be number 16, Tristan Godmere. Up from Simpson. Did it touch the back line? Referee says it did. Great placement on that by Tyler Jagan. Wins the point for the Lords. Now serving is number 13, Kyle Travis. Up there from Jack Stanley. And a nice little push shot from Jonas Felix. Yes, the Lords another point. And a big kill there for number 11, Carter Hummel. And now serving for the Panthers, number 17, Sean Malherbe from Huntsville, Ontario. Third-year player. Jagan with the up. Good, great up there from Simpson. Panthers may be able to formulate an attack, as Simpsons can't quite get that kill up from Peter Ostransky-Isles. And now we are at set points. Score is 24-17. Up there from Simpson. As that's going to be deflected out of bounds. Point for the Lords. Good kill attempt there from Jagan, who's going to be going back and serving himself. Good serve from Jagan. Sets it up. Blocked out of bounds. Point for Canadore. And that is going to do it for this set. As Canadore comes out on top, leading now 2-0. We'll see in the third set if Lords come out to come back, or if Canadore can wrap things up. Be right back here in 3 minutes.
There we go. Oh, she had to go over the spikes on that one. She knocks down. Oh, 4 pins. 4 pins. She's now in the lead. 47 seconds to go. Last one. Oh, that one's going really wide. That's okay. And we have a winner here. We do. Winner. What's your name? What's your name? Taylor is Taylor. Give it up for Taylor, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you back now to the third set of the game. The match between Canadore Panthers versus Wolves. We're about to start at moment.
Welcome back to the third set here at the Campus Recreation and Wellness Center. Story of the game has been Canadore's incredible play. Their front court has really been absolute killer for the Lords here tonight. Players like Kelly Bryan, players like obviously Peter Ostransky-Isles have very much been as advertised and have been a force at the net for the Lords. It's been very difficult as that first one goes into the net for Kyle Travis. Not the way the Lords want to start things off if they want to come back. But their presence at the net with blocking has been ever present in this matchup today. It's been one of the difference makers. Now serving for Canadore is going to be number 17, Sean Malherbe. His server so goes into the net, tying things back up at 1 apiece. And now serving for the Lords is number 1, Tyler Jagan. Good serve there from Jagan as Israel Stam laid it all out to try and get it. But it came in too hard. It flies out of bounds. Point for the Lords. But unlucky with that one. Goes into the net. Ties things back up at 2 apiece. And now serving for the Panthers, number 11, Carter Hummel. Back to Stanley. Can't quite get it to go for that one. Can't get the second one either. But just popped over. Great awareness there from Bryant to go back and pop it up for his teammates. But Lords get the point in the end. Now serving for Lords, number 16, Will Doucette. Up to Peter. As that's going to be just out of bounds. Very close to one hell of a return by the Lords. But goes out of bounds. Tied up at 3 apiece. Now serving is number 6, Peter Ostransky-Isles. Kyle Travis out wide to Stanley. As Peter pops it up, Brian puts it down. Point for the Panthers. Jagan. And Stanley can't get it. Jagan pops it up again. That's put down by Felix. Doesn't fall in time. Travis to Felix. Goes all the way back to Stanley. Just have to get it over in time. And then Brian puts it down, but well out of bounds. Point for the Lords. Ties things up at 4 apiece. And now serving is going to be number 9, Jonas Felix. There's Peter, as it is almost saved by the Lords. Terrific effort there by Jonas to catch a wild ball. They can't quite get to it in time. Point goes to the Panthers, and now serving for them is number 5, Conrad Seidler. Stanley popping it up. Stanley again. Stanley again at the net with the block. They got to play with their final whistle as he's calling for the rule. But Jonas got up there high, but couldn't quite get the accuracy. Although Lord's thing at the point there, Jonas Felix went up high to get that ball. Showed incredible athleticism. Definitely something to watch for the future for the second-year player out of Woodbridge. Seedlick still serving. Jagan with the pop-up. Jonas again. This time he gets it, aiming it directly at Peter Ostransky-Isles. And now back serving is number 14, Jack Stanley. Sets it all the way up. And that's going to be a point for the Panthers. As they couldn't get the block there in time. Serving for them now is number 2, Khalid Bryant. There goes point for the Lords. Off the kill. Now serving for them is number 11, Trent Engel. Good serve by Engel. But even better kill there from Sean Malherbe. Now serving for the Panthers, number 16, Tristan Godmere. Set up just to pop over for Jonas Felix. Godmere put down by number 11, Carter Hummel. Extending the lead 9-6. Godmere plays it short. Travis, and put down there by Doucette, who was just aiming it right at Godmere. Might have been caught ball watching. Point for the Lords. Hamill try to put it down. Jonas setting it up for Jagan. Can't get it. There's Godmere from the back court now. That's out of bounds. Never mind. It is not out of bounds. Off a deflection. Referee rules. Point for the Panthers. And here is number 17, Sean Malherbe, serving for the Panthers. Jonas with a big swing, can't get it to go. Travis back to Jagan. He can get that one to go. Right in between the legs of the libero, Ethan Israel Stem. And Jagan is now back serving. Here's Jagan with the serve. Good job sacrificing the body there from Israel Stem. And then put down by Peter Ostransky Isles. Substitution as Gianpaolo Givaniello comes into the game for the libero, number 18, Ethan Israel Stem. Here's Carl Travis setting it up for Jack Stanley, who puts down the kill, making it 11-9. Now serving is number 16, Will Doucette. It's going to be a little bit short there with the serve. Now serving is number 6, Peter Ostransky Isles. Score is 12-9. Good job at the net blocking there from Brian. Wins the Panthers a point. Still serving is Peter Ostransky Isles. Good up there from Stanley. Sets it back up for Stanley. Good up from Peter. And put back down there from Siedlek. And then by angle, Lords get the kill in the end. Now serving for the Lords is number 9, Jonas Felix. In this back and forth affair. It looked like it was a miscommunication between the Panthers on that. Falls in the backcourt. Point for the Lords. Still serving is number 9, Jonas Felix. Felix, someone who doesn't typically serve much. He's only had 1 serving ace and 2 serving errors going into this match. He's getting an extended run of game time. And that's going to be a service error right there. Another substitution is Gianpaolo's checking out of the game, and coming in for him is number 17, Sean Malherbe. Good up there from Jagan. Stanley can't get it over. Over to Jonas, who does. He's been an absolute missile this game since checking in. Now serving for the Lords is number 14, Jack Stanley. That's going to be a little bit too much power on it as it goes out of bounds. Point for the Panthers. Now serving for them is number 2, Khalid Bryan. As that's going to be into the net. Point for the Lords. Now serving for them is number 11, Trent Engel. Set up for the kill there, but it's out of bounds from Sean Malherbe's kill attempt. Point for the Lords. It's a 1-point game, 14-15. With the Panthers still leading. It's trying to be put down there from Hummel to no avail. Jonas with a tap. Back over to Peter, who tries to get down, doesn't. And it's finally put down in the end there by Will Doucette to tie things up at 15 apiece. And a timeout is called by Canadore. As for the first time since the first set, really fear that the lead has been slipped, as it's 15 apiece now. But momentum seems to be shifting towards the Lord's favor. There's Trent Engel serving. Travis. Jagan pops it over. Good reset here by the Panthers. But terrific block there between Kyle Travis and Will Doucette. Gets the Lords a point. They take the lead, 16-15. As that is just going to land out of bounds. As we're back at tied, 16 apiece. With now Tristan Godmere serving for the Panthers. Godmere has only had 2 serving aces this season, but has had 8 serving errors. Terrific stop there from Israelstam to keep that one alive. To be put down by Conrad Siedlich. Point for the Panthers as they retake the lead. Travis sending it out wide for Jagan. Can't get it. Jonas will high ball there for Jagan, who just managed to sneak it in between a couple of blockers to get a point for the Lords, tie things up at 17 apiece with Kyle Travis now serving for the Lords. Set out wide there. Malherbe can't get the kill down. Here's Peter. He can, however, as it falls at the feet of after Will Doucette's block. Point for the Panthers, as Khalid Bryan has taken a seat. Coming in for him is the libero, Ethan Israelstam, with Sean Malherbe serving now for the Panthers. Travis to Jonas. Up there from Malherbe, and then trying to be put down there from Siedlek, as Lords get the kill in the end. We're once again tied, this time at 18 apiece. Now serving for Lords is number 1, Tyler Jagan. And a big kill. An amazing big kill there from Carter Hummel. I'm surprised that referee was even saying that that the Lords player got that up. Either way, point for the Panthers. Sets it up, Travis. Back to Jack. Stanley can't get the kill. Here's Peter. Big kill attempt and a point as it's deflected out of bounds. Panthers 20, Lords 18. There's Jonas with a kill as the Lords get the point. 20-19 now. Panthers still in the lead, but Will Doucette now serving. You have to imagine if the Lords turn over a point, if the Panthers get one more point, you'd have to imagine Cochran's probably going to be using his first time out of the set. As that serve is going out of bounds. No timeout yet. Panthers are leading 21-19. Now serving for the Panthers is Peter Ostransky-Isles. Jagan gets the ball up. Travis can't get it. One more time. Travis over to Stanley. Can't get that one as that is deflected down. 22-19 now. Panthers in the lead. Peter Ostransky still serving. That's a big serve, just narrowly misses the line. Now serving for the Lords is number 9, Jonas Felix. As that's going to land just out of bounds with the service error. Brings it to 23-20. Panthers in the lead. And now serving is number 5, Conrad Siedlek. That's going to be a big first serve. Big block from Kyle Travis at the net. Possibly a set-saving block as well. As with that, the score is now 23-21, with Jack Stanley now serving for the Lords. Set up. Big kill attempt there from Brian. Can't get it. But that time, Brian gets it. However, the Lords are pleading that they touch the net. From my angle, it looked like one of them definitely did. Whether it was Brian or potentially Godmere, referee's not saying. Referee saying nobody touched the net so far. They have a bit of a meeting between the referees discussing what they saw. This is going to be a pivotal decision in this game. Because if the current call stands, the Panthers, I said, with game points coming up. And that is, the call does stand. Panthers have game point right now, leading 24-21. And Cochran's not gesturing for a timeout here, so it looks like we're going to be playing on. Here's Brian with a serve. Felix, Travis, out wide for Jagan. Gets it good to go. Lords with the point. And now with Trent Engel going back to serve. With the Panthers still on match points. Terrific serve from Engel, but a terrific diving stop there from Peter. Good up there from Engel. Jagan, as Jonas just has to put it over, back corner. Great up there from, I believe that was Seedlek, but points going to be awarded to the Lords as it goes out of bounds. And now a timeout is called from Canadore. As all of a sudden they are feeling a little bit of pressure, even though they are on game point right now. Lords breathing down the neck, 1 point behind, and possibly extending this into a fourth set if they were to come back. Now after this game, no matter what the result is, the next match for the Lords is going to be coming up at George Brown on November 27th. The men's team will be playing at 8 o'clock, roughly. The women's team will be playing at around 6 o'clock. So make sure to tune in for that. But after that, there's going to be the winter break, with the Lords coming back in to action on January 11th against Seneca. First match of that day will be kicking off at 1 o'clock here at the Campus Recreation and Wellness Center, which is the women's match. The second match, the men's, will be kicking off at roughly 3 o'clock on January 11th against Seneca. Could have a serving substitution here as Trent Engel is coming out of the game. Coming in is Jaden Benjamin, first-year player from Sinclair. Oh, excuse me, from Whitby, Ontario, but went to Sinclair. He also was a transfer from, I believe, Humber. But nevertheless, there's Jaden Benjamin now serving. That's popped up. Can't quite get the kill. Travis out wide, Stanley. But that is going to be deflected into the Lord's backcourt as Canadore pulls off the sweep against the Lords. Terrific performance from Canadore tonight as they were just phenomenal to watch. The Lords put up as close of a fight as they can muster, already down a few men. But it wasn't enough tonight as Canadore wins this tightly contested matchup between the teams. Thank you very much for watching. I've been John Townsend. Have a good night.